Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your September 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. The Celtic cross spread as always, and also pulled the four agreements and wisdom of the oracle card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off a roll notes astrology ice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have Neptune. So Neptune's actually a ruling planet, and it's currently retrograde in Aries, and it will be for all of September. And Aries, of course, is your second house of possession, self-worth, finances. All right, we have 9. So ninth house energy for you guys is actually Scorpio. Currently, it's a little bit quiet there, but actually around the 22nd of September, we will have Mars move into Scorpio. So that's definitely going to give a boost to that area of life, you guys. And ninth house points to philosophy, higher learning, and foreign affairs. And well, yeah, speaking of Scorpio, we also see that coming up here. So yeah, so definitely some significance with the Scorpio energy. I will say, of course, when we get toward the end of October, we'll be in Scorpio season, and pretty early in October, Venus will be moving into Scorpio as well. So there will be more energy gradually getting into that sign, but just figured I'd mention that. But yeah, we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. So in the main situation position, we have the Star reversed, and challenging that, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So this is Aquarius energy here and Sagittarius energy, but what I'm seeing with this, I feel like this is saying that there's a lesson that you haven't quite fully learned yet around the situation. So I feel like this was a difficult situation you might have gone through, but I feel like you haven't fully put the pieces together from what that situation was meant to teach you. And it could just be saying the challenge there might be for you to actually get out of your normal environment and routine, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just still too tied into the environment where the situation might have taken place. So creating some distance from that could actually give you a fresh perspective on the situation and help you see what you might have been missing up to this point. So, it could just be as simple as maybe traveling somewhere new that you haven't been to before or something like that. I just feel like a change of scenery would be the key to helping you figure out what the situation from the past was meant to teach you. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is Scorpio energy, which obviously we saw coming up with the dice as well. So yeah, I feel like this is what we were just talking about, where it looks like there's a lack of clarity around the situation for you guys. We're just not quite sure what a situation from the past was meant to teach you. Looks like there was some confusion around it, but looks like you do have some potential to get some clarity on that this month. All right, in the past position, we have the Five of Swords. So yeah, so for some of you, this might have been some kind of an argument, potentially, maybe some kind of falling out that you had with friends, maybe even family members. But either way, I feel like this is saying that, there was a lack of perspective at the time around the situation, and this is the month where you get the chance of clarity on it. In the present position, we have the Sun. So yeah, so to me, this is an indicator that's just saying that the key might also be to embrace a more light, playful energy this month as well, so to take a fresh outlook on something and to kind of detach from heavier energies if possible this month. That might actually be what helps you see a situation through a different lens as well. All right, in the near future position, we have the Hermit. So yeah, so if we look at the artwork, he's more or less looking right toward the Seven of Cups, and you could even say he's pointed toward the Star reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed we were talking about. So I feel like this is saying that, yeah, as we do progress through Virgo season, you're actually going to get some insight around the situation, which, it would make sense as far as there's going to be 2 new moons in Virgo. The second one's going to be an eclipse, and then there's also going to be a full moon eclipse in your sign during Virgo season. So yeah, there's definitely some significant energies that are going to be hitting your chart this month. All right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Six of Wands. So yeah, so this looks like this is definitely a good indicator that you will be able to overcome the situation. So it looks like you will be getting that forward positive momentum that you're looking for. All right, in the environment position, we have the Seven of Swords. So yeah, so this is definitely the potential for some deceptive energy, and maybe this is even still tied into that Five of Swords energy that we see from the past. So I feel like this could be potentially why you're really being asked to look at the situation as well to make sure that you don't repeat a cycle again. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Page of Cups. So yeah, so for some of you in this context, it might be more of a fear, right? Because you might actually, on the one hand, you might want to pursue something, but you might feel like you're not quite ready yet, right? And the reason for that, like we said, is maybe because you haven't fully healed from a situation from the past just yet, and you might have missed part of the lesson. But again, looks like there's positive indicators you'll get it this month. All right, and in the outcome position, we have Temperance. So this is actually the major arcana card for Sagittarius, and it usually points to an energy of balance. And I will say, Sagittarius, that part of the zodiac is going to be pretty quiet in September, but see this here definitely looks like you. My thought is with the eclipse energies, because we see one foot on the earth, which would represent the Virgo energy, then we see the water energy there. So, like I said, given that there's going to be two new moons in Virgo, second one being an eclipse and a full moon eclipse in your sign. I feel like this is saying those energies are going to help you restore balance around the situation and grasp whatever you might have missed in the past. All right, and bottom of the deck we have the Devil. So yeah, so this could just be one of those things where there could have been a karmic cycle that you guys found yourself stuck in for a long time, and now it looks like this month. Well, actually, for a lot of you, I feel like you have already broken away from it. But now this month is just more of, getting the final lesson around that situation. All right. From the Four Agreements deck, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, and it says Embrace Your Freedom. All right. It says you gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there about freedom, breaking free, right? Because we saw the devil at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, like I said, it looks like for a lot of you, you might already be free of the situation, but now this month will just be when you integrate that lesson, and then you're truly going to be free fully from it. All right, from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Go to Distance. There's the artwork, and the number is 47. All right, essential meanings says endurance, strength, the long haul. The Oracle's message: to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, right? Especially if you feel like something that you really did want didn't seem to pan out the way you were hoping, because that last sentence seems to point to, yeah, it looks like anything that is truly meant for you is still going to come your way regardless. The relationship message says you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So yeah, definitely a positive message there. And given that we mentioned there's going to be a lot of 7th house energy for you guys over the next month, there's definitely some potential for improvement in that area of life as well. The prosperity message says your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. So yeah, definitely a positive message there as well. And that seems to align with what we were seeing with that Six of Wands energy and your influence on the situation. So hope whatever is any of you guys will wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.